Hello. I am just, if you're wondering what the hell I'm doing, I'm just setting up my laptop. I'm gonna need it. Bradley, hello. Let's get the arms of the chair down. Ooh. Let's hit live and hope this all works. I have done 0 testing. Hello. I have my wheels set up yet again. This is possibly going to go all wrong because I did notice my wheel was popping in and out. Ah, it works. Okay. So while I'm finishing this out lap, I'll just explain what this premise is. There's 100 and something cars in Project Cars 2. I'm going to be bringing them all around the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Did it with Project Cars 1, so I figured why not. This is in time trial mode, so there's a good chance that we might get invalid laps. The laps must be valid for them to count, and I'm going to be putting them onto a Google Doc. This first car is the Acura NSX. I'm going to be going through them in alphabetical order. You might notice there's a go-kart in there somewhere. Not bad driving. It's going to get worse as we go on. Yeah, the Honda NSX in Europe. It's from, I think, 2016? 2017. And this luckily has flappy paddles, although our third car does not. First 2 cars are going to be the easy ones. Third car, well, easy, but this one's slidey, the next one's a bit odd with the gears. I won't be looking at chat too much. It'll be mainly down the Dottinger and down the various straights that I'll be looking at chat. This is a return to some old streams, though. This is old school RainbowDave. That was horrific. Whoa. Miss, hit, miss, perfect. Slowest part of the course. This thing does have traction control and all the mod cons, all the driver aids. But I do have them set to realistic, so if a car doesn't have traction control, which you'll find out in car number 3, it's going to be a bit more of a handful than this. And if you didn't guess, I know the Nordschleife pretty well. Interesting to see the change in the hybrid ends. That's a good point. This thing does have hybrid. And it's probably going to run out on the Dottinger, or close to it. Although I think it might already have run out. It's already out. Yeah, it's just got slightly less power. The hybrid in this isn't super powerful. Carousel. I won't be able to do that in every car. I'll have to go around the outside in some. So, just so everybody's aware, every movement you see the wheel making in game is a movement that I'm actually making. This isn't going to be first time clear, is it? Going up to YouTube corner here. Take this nice and easy. There we go. Overcorrected there slightly. This is a bit of the track that gets very scary. Because this is where we're heading up to the some of the fastest bits of the circuit. We'll bring the car through here. Yeah, it's mainly going to be for the Formula Ones, well, the open wheelers, and the Le Mans the modern Le Mans prototypes. I know the older ones can take the inner line. This is going to be first time clear. Unless I make a Hames somehow with a Dottinger. Or do that. Hey, Stephen. John Deere can't go 300 k's an hour. So I do have my inputs on the left hand side of the screen. Left center is my inputs. So you can see when I'm braking how heavily and throttle and all of that. Wheel! Yes. Yeah, we're not getting up to 7th here. But we do have... Oh, this is a test of bravery. Slight kink on the Dottinger. Last corner. And the last up to the line for a 7 minutes. 7:27.3. So let me just put that into the. That I was not expecting that to go as well. Excuse me. 7:27. Oi. 27. It was a 380. There we go. Can I move the face cam so you can see? See what? There's nothing hidden under the face cam. Oh, do you mean so you can see the wheel? That I can do. There we go. And we'll exit. Face cam's in a good spot. I think it's in a slightly better spot now with the wheel a bit more visible, so you can see me hitting the flappy paddles. Can you? Oh, you can make out the gear stick as well. Next car is the same car, but a GT3 version. Not needed to use the clutch yet. I'm not entirely sure. I'm wearing sandals, so I'm not sure how the hell I'm gonna heel toe in these when we get to car 3. Then again, I won't need to heel toe much. Delicious coffee. Let's get going in this one. So this is a GT3 car. It's made to fit regulations, so it's actually slightly slower than the road car. Yeah, I know. It wasn't NX. It was this NSX GT3, but I thought the motion blur would be kind of cool, and using that I would guarantee that I was actually going to use the car in this video or this stream. There you go, buffer? Oh. If there's buffering, it's very likely on your end. And if it gets bad, just swap over to Twitch. Bit of a jump there. There you go. So this is where you'll see the difference between basically a race car and a road car. First problem with this that I noticed this when I was testing the other day. Traction control is very aggressive on this, so gotta keep it off the curbs. Yeah, these things can take corners faster and slow down a lot faster, but they don't get up to the same top speed. So you'll notice that I am taking slightly different lines occasionally. I'm braking in different spots with this car than I was in the NSX. And occasionally not braking at all where I was braking previously. Occasionally completely whiffing the braking zone. I'm taking the sandals off. Okay, yeah. It's faster to do this than to actually go back around. There we go. Oh, that's much better. Now I can actually feel the pedals. I do have to be careful off throttle because Project Cars has a habit of putting massive oversteer off throttle. So I comically, if I'm off throttle, need to go faster through corners. There we go, that's the first fail lap. Hey, Pop! Up through the footplats here. Flug. Keep it pinned. There we go. This does seem like Nordschleife gearing, which is good. Because otherwise I'll just run out of gear coming down the Dottinger. It was a bit too much bravery just then. So I am, for most cars, just going to use one of the default setups, by the way. I could make custom ones for the Nordschleife, and I possibly will for some, just to stretch out the top speed. The go-kart, I've done some testing, and I'm going to have to be very careful with that, because it damages on. That's one thing that is hidden behind the face cam. Damage on. So, you might spot me not using full throttle in the go-kart too much. Outside of corners. Wow, this thing's just understeering so much. It's probably because I'm trying to turn in too early or too late. Here we go. Drum lover knows what's up. It's stable at high speed, it's just that the lateral grip isn't there that I keep thinking should be. Now I'm putting in way too much steering angle at very high speeds as well. That doesn't help. Third, kiss the curb. There we go. There's another car that I'll be able to take the carousel with. I won't have to miss it. There we go. Last corner before the carousel. That was a bit tight, but I can deal with that. Thought GT3 bottom out. No, can just about take it. Ah! That on throttle understeer. I'm gonna have to modulate the throttle a lot more than I think. So what's happening? I'll do a quick explanation before I start again. Every time I push down the throttle, the car just wants to push outwards. Every time I take my foot off the throttle, it wants to just flip. It just loses all rear end grip off throttle. So I gotta modulate very carefully. Hey, Henry. It's one of the weird quirks of Project Cars 2 physics. Is on throttle understeer. Yeah, power on understeer, off throttle oversteer, and it's just ingrained in the Project Cars 2 physics engine. So why you spot me just kind of skidding around a lot. Maybe you can hear the skids? I don't know. You can see the nose of the car is just pointing in different directions all the time. It's not pointing in the same direction for every corner, it's just pointing in a random direction and just kind of sticking there. Do you need a tire strap? Good. Wouldn't like to be the passenger. Yeah. I've not actually hit a wall yet. Apart from after I finished the lap in the road car. So I need to be careful of the corner after the carousel. Just kind of reminding myself now so that I don't forget. Miss hit. That's an odd way to take it, but I'll certainly take it. I'm gonna try and have a cup of bit more coffee if I get to the Dottinger. That's really the only break I have. Maybe here. No, because I get shift up. Dang it, coffee! Dottinger's the only time that I'll be just cruising in a gear for a long period. Actually, now I can kind of. Don't drink and drive, kids. I'll just stick around fifth. Come on. That's about as tight as I want to cut that, and I don't want to. Yeah, didn't want to be going through that full throttle. Yeah, don't drink and drive at 240 plus kph. There we go. Little bit of a break just helped. Gotta be super careful with that bump there, because it can and will just throw the car off the road. turning off the LED because it's flashing in my eyes and getting on my nerves. Need to fix that later on or tomorrow or whenever. I also need to be careful here because there's a bump. Just about, yeah, there it was. There's a bump going around that corner that is devilishly evil. So I'm able to look at chat now. Let's have a look at what chat wants to say. Those jumps so upset a car and send it. Yeah, it's happened before, Yanis, in the original Project Hell. Don't crash, says Drum Lover, sending £1.99. Well, thank you very much for the $1.99, Drum Lover. So this is the bit of the track that I know the best. $656,380. Can I? Spud Pewter is being a spud. 6. Wait, no, I didn't mean to say yes to that. No! Stop your shenanigans. 6. 56. Wait, seriously? 380. No, that's not the numbers that I put in. Why is... Oh, it's thinking it's time. 6. 56. 2, 8. 3, 8, 0. No, stop! Why are you doing this? I need to get into my Google Sheet here. Why are you doing this? Cancel. Is it because I got... Let me just throw a lap here. That was what? 656.38. 656.3. Oh, maybe if I do this. Haha! What was the first time? I don't know if anybody has it. I might need to redo that lap. I might need to redo a lap in the road car because I've finally figured out how to get the times to work. Hey Sylvan! Sub 7 is a good time. Please be plugged in, fan. 727 point what? Do you remember? Actually, I can find out. Haha! 727.38. 727.0. There we go. So our next car is the Agajanian Watson Roadster. This is an Indy car from 1963, which has a straight 4 engine, an inline 4, and you might notice the gearbox here is 2-speed. We have get going gear and we are now going gear. We're going to die. This is the first murder car. It's also the first time that I'll have my hand over here in a death grip on the, well, I say death grip. We'll go with loose circuit because that can't end badly at all. We're in second gear, let's just stay in second gear forever. Here we go, laps alive. This has zero traction control, zero ABS, zero anything. Not dead yet. By the way, this is going to be one of those cars that I'm going to be very quiet for the lap. Dead. It's going to be a car that I'm very quiet with. I think you might be able to see why, but just want to be perfectly clear that it's not by choice. Oh, also no aero. Yeah, no grip, no aero, no assists. And first gear is basically, let's have all the wheels spin in the world now. Take this opportunity to point out that this was made to go around Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is noticeably not the Nordschleife. It's an oval in the shape of a rectangle. And even there it had to brake for the corners. Yeah, definitely not easy to keep this one in hand. This is probably going to be one of the more difficult ones overall. There we go, top speed. Start braking for this corner that in some of the more modern cars is just flat. And brake, 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 brake. There we go. So one thing you'll notice is that I'm having to drive this lap completely differently from anything else so far. And anything that we'll encounter for a little while. That was a good save back there, by the way. Even if I say so myself. Back just wants to come around constantly. This is just a battle with the rear end of this car to see who wins. And I'm gonna be honest, I'll be very lucky if this is sub 10 minutes. front-engine rear-wheel drive bathtub versus one long boy. Hey, and how you doing today? My favourite bit of this car is that it does full-on once you get up to high speeds. There's good. We're in full now, boys. Thank you to whoever just did a thing. Unless that was drum numbers coming through. The DRM, thank you for the $5. Hope I'm having a great day. Yeah, no, yes! Yes, I am. Thought I said never again. I lied. This is fun. I'm doing good. I may need to take a very short break to change into some shorts. It has just occurred to me that wearing pants makes my legs extremely hot. That dog box shift, come on. Oh yeah, no clutch necessary in this Mama John. Right brake. And get it around, not that way. Come on. Brake in. This is deliciously hard. I don't even know if I'm missing cars out of my list. Oof. Okay. Okay, thank you, Initial D, for that brief interlude. Can we not? Can we please not have some deja vu here? No. Slidey Death Trap, not good. Yeah, Slidey Death Trap is fun. Oh no! Dead. This is the problem with Slidey Death Trap. One mistake, just one, and it's in a wall. Just one mistake and it's buried itself in a wall somewhere. I promise you, next up is the Audis. Those things will hopefully drive a bit better. Maybe the rally cars might be a bit exciting. Aero Bathtub of Death does not like jumps, yes. It handles like a bathtub as well. If you want an idea of how this handles, just look at how much steering input I have to use. Like with some cars I have to suggest it goes in a way. With this I've got to punch it in the face and say, no, you're going this way now, please. Then suggest that maybe it doesn't do what it wants to do after that. Here we go. Full re. And on the brakes for this turn because there's a bump in the middle of it. Yeah, it's just the rear end in this is... I love it because it's very lively, but I also hate it because it wants to kill me constantly. Okay, we're going well so far. 2 minutes into this lap. Granted, we died 5 minutes into the last one. That just had wheel spin in second gear at like 100 miles an hour. If you're wondering why I just laid off the throttle suddenly. Yeah, I got wheel spin at like 100 miles an hour. That's always fun. Okay, we drifting now, boys. There we go. We've technically not crashed. No, more than $5. I mean, we'll take as much as I can get. Just the constant. Yeah, this is the constant sound of tires in pain and one fat boy struggling in death tub on Doom. Uh-oh. Stop. Slow. Whoa. Our water temperature's good, by the way. Oh, that was a little jump. Oh no. Steering's fine, it just... I'm having to suggest gently that it takes the corners about 3 miles back from where the corners actually are. Either that or it's so subtly borked that I haven't really noticed. There's our first crash. I'm not entirely sure what I've done. Skip to end? Right, let's try again. That lap ended up a bit dead. It wasn't just the one wheel gone, and it was the entire right-hand side of the car just disappeared. Woo! Okay, what did we learn today, class? What we learned was we do not try and heel toe the Agajanian Watson Roadster. A valuable lesson has been learned this day. Thank you for showing up to RainbowDave's School of Hideous Driving. Yeah, that was a minor incident we had, and I don't worry about it. We just died slightly because, I mean, a crash like this in a car like this, you'd be dead. You'd be very dead. Ooh. On the bright side, now I can show off how badly I can really drive. Okay, here we go. Maximum re-engaging. Brakes. I still play iRacing? No. I've been more interested in flight sims lately, and frankly, I can't justify the cost of the iRacing sub. I'll eventually probably get back into iRacing, but not for a while. You ready for $100 Super Chat next week? I'll believe it when I see it, DRM. I mean, no offense. But I've had people suggesting all sorts of numbers that they've donated, but not really. Oh, that was a bit sideways. Evening, Voltstrap, how you doing? I'm doing my best to read chat, but the Murdermobile is not particularly agreeing with that idea. I've got to take corners at like 60 miles an hour to get around them. Oh my god. By the way, the speed you're seeing, the 150, 70 counting up, is kilometers an hour. It's not miles an hour. Just in case you were wondering. There we go. Not dead yet. No aero, no jumpy boy. Yeah, easier said than done when this thing, because it's got no aero, wants to jump. It's just gonna be a case of tap the brakes and hope for the best. On the bright side, because this is a second gear, pretty much a second gear only car, I don't need to worry too much about changing gears, like, ever. And not having to change gears cuts out probably a good 50% of the problems I have with some of these cars. Beautiful. Go. It's probably the last time you'll see first gear in this lap. Hit the curb. Oh my god. Come here, little fano. You can sit on the desk because this is getting painful. Let's change the setup slightly to be stable on a circuit. I'm just keeping it in second from now on. The death tub of a reading. On the bright side, this is kind of preparing me for a much later. It shouldn't slide as much. It shouldn't slide as much now that I've got the tight setup on. It's not, which is good. Downside is it looks like this setup is slightly slower top speed wise. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Still gets same top speed. It's just slightly less murderous. Okay, that was a bit too fast. No, I wouldn't say 1%. I'd say at least, 5% less. I want to murder you today. Is now what this car is, which makes it, probably 98%. I want to murder you today now. I gave the wall a little bonk and a wheel fell off. Yeah, I think this is the setup I want to go with moving forwards. It's just that it's a bit on the understeery side. I've got 2% damage to the front end from hitting a couple of cones. There you go. I'm refusing to use first gear. First gear is going to be emergency, I need to spin now gear. Right, let's get the rebuilding up. And bring the re-levels back down. Oh my god, this thing just wants wheel spin. There's a reason they don't use bias ply tires anymore. Right. I think we're past the worst of it. I've got steering damage from hitting those cones. I actually picked up steering damage from hitting 2 cones. Just want to point that out. It only occurred to me when I was steering like 10 degrees to the left, coming down straight. So cones are murderous too, as it turns out. Safety cones are dangerous. Hey Welsh. I've just noticed that the front end is porpoising quite a lot under braking. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a wang. Ooh, 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 ooh. Got my wheel hooked up? Yep. And I regret it already. Bit of a jump. And turn. Thank you. I brake for a corner and the car just keeps going in a straight line. Come on. You can do this, little roadster. I believe in you. Please don't touch the curbs. This car needs a little sign on the front of it just saying, please don't touch the curbs. It's like one of those little signs that says, like, please keep off the grass, or please don't feed the birds. Just, please don't feed the curbs. This is, I think, one of the two worst Indy cars that I'll be bringing through. I'll be bringing through 5 or 6. Please no touch Reno, curb Reno. Come on, you can do this. You can do it. No, back in. I didn't panic. There was zero panicking and slamming on the brakes to lock the front wheels there. None at all. That wasn't terrifying. I'm just glad I'm not trying to do this in VR. I would literally die. I hit a nasty bump just then. And there. Call it? Did you call exactly what it was? Seriously? I'm gonna see if I can bring it down to first for the carousel. Whoa. That was a terrible idea. You said Project Cars 2. Did you say Project Hell though? Because this is almost a mini game, but well, I say a mini game. It's a progression system I made in Project Cars 2. Come on. I could have been really evil and done this by a year. Started off in the 50s or something. Oh, no. I'm a madman? You didn't know this before? Just FYI, we're heading up to Recentral now. And by Recentral, I literally mean the Dottinger Hoa. Yeah, just be aware, Dottinger Hoa is going to be maximum re, because it's all this car knows. I've just realised the Aston Martins are next, and I think first up is the super old one from 1950. Crap! I got distracted. What's up after this? The DBR1. Oh my god. 1958 DBR1. Yeah, this is not the first time I've done this. I binned it because I was looking at what car was next. I got carried away. I should have waited until the Dottinger. That was my own dumb fault. I figured I might as well do some donuts there. DVR1 has aero potential. Have you seen the DVR1? It's got bias ply tires as well. Whatever aero potential it has is ruined by the tires. I do have something to be celebrating. The fact that people are actually watching this. It's going to be all streams. It's going to be the Sunday streams from now on, and I'm hoping to get to Audi today, but judging by how well this Watson Roadster has been going, I don't think I might not even get to Aston Martin. But I'm gonna go, by the way, until I get handed food. They're the rules that I'm playing under. Is when I get food, I finish the stream. Bright side is Aston Martin has a few different GT cars, so it won't be this difficult for a little while. Well, DVR1 will be difficult, but who's making me food? My parents. I presume, at least. Dangerously quick. All the power in this car is up above 5,000 RPM. Like, it's got some torque to get up there, but anything below 4,000 or 5,000 is just... kind of bogging down. What if I don't get handed food until 10? That won't happen because my sister's working at 10. It'll be sometime in between 7 and 8, I think. Possibly slightly after 8. Okay, that's now the line. Slide it through the first part and then just slam the brakes to get the second part right. I'm mildly in control of this car, I'll have you know. Mildly. Occasionally. Oh no 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 no. Good. It was gone a bit too fast there. There was a mild panic. Sounds like I have zero control. I have some. It's just very little around the corners. Yeah, I'm fine if this track was a completely straight line. And completely flat. It's when the bumps and corners kick in that I have problems, and the Nürburgring is basically nothing but bumps and corners, so... the Clios. Yeah, the Clio Brigade. The small army of Clios, for some reason. I'm not looking forward to it, gonna be honest. I'm not looking forward to the rallycross cars. Because they have tons of acceleration but no top speed. I hate this part of the track. In cars like this where I barely have control. Hey Drew, I'm good. Tiring, but good. I do enjoy the Project Hell streams. I call them hell. They're painful, literally. They are challenging as all get out. And I'll complain forever, but I do enjoy them. Come on. Haha! Missing the downforce car is one of the fastest parts of the track. In this, I'm gonna have sore arms in the morning. Meh. It's building up strength. It's kind of part of the reason that I wanted to do this. This is my workout stream. Because well, I'm not lifting much weight. Oh my god, is this a workout? Guys, engage Rees. Engage Rees, we're on the Dottinger Hoa. Yeah, this is gonna be death up here. I'm gonna break for the kink. I never break for the kink, but I'm breaking for the kink. Do not drop it now, Dave. Now for the clumsy end of the lap bit. Hey, Ripper. How many laps in each car? Just the one. Is it 7, 2, 5, 680. So far everything's ended up at 0.80 at the end. Just want to point out that was slower than the NSX road car. It was actually slower than a road car, which isn't very surprising, but still. I could do this next, but let's go in the order that this says, because then we get a bunch of different. Oh, that's a road car. Is the Vulcan in the list? It is. Sub 10 is surprisingly good. What's the best in this car? 738. So this is slower than the IndyCar apparently, but I think it's got more gears. Let's get loading in. This is the oldest car so far as well, from 1959. Previous record held by the car we've just done, which was 1963. How many gears does this thing have? At least 2. This thing is quite loud, isn't it? See? So far less slidey. It's more slidey. It's just a bit easier to hold the slides. This thing is a bit more controllable than the Indy car, I'll give it that. Not by much. It's also a lot louder, so I'm not sure if you can even hear me. You saw nothing. Barely hear me? You just have to deal with it. It is a screamy boy. Shout a bit louder. My sister's still technically, well, supposed to be asleep, so I really can't. Come on. This is the most physical car yet. It's actually more physical than the Watson Roadster. This thing's just wallowing. It's quite difficult. I mean, somehow the lap hasn't been validated, so we're just going to continue. And hope that it holds on long enough. I will say that this car is an exercise in patience, because I'm having to hold the throttle a lot longer than I think is necessary. I'm gonna just presume this thing has 4 gears. $8:38.20, good lord. That was... Oh, that was painful. That was a painful episode. That's 4 cars down already. It's already 4 cars in. Next up is this bad boy, the Vantage. Is it the GT3 first? Okay. 58 seconds slower than the Indy, yeah. And they're likely to be some of the slowest cars. But now we're back in the GT3s. This is my happy place. This is my happy place. If you're wondering why I just tapped the gear shifter, if it's in anything but neutral, it has a bit of a hissy fit with GT cars. Oh, that beautiful non-slidey grip. And brakes that actually work. How I missed you. Check Discord after the stream, will do. Didn't need to brake there, Dave. You're not driving a 1958 car anymore. I feel like my force feedback isn't high enough, actually. Especially not for the GTs. This car has very little feel unless I... This car only has feel at some speeds, but not others. So nice to have grip again. So nice. Overdid the brakes there. This car doesn't feel right at all. Like for a GT, it just does not feel right. The force feedback is a bit everywhere and I'm not really getting much of an idea of what it wants to do. At least I'm going at least I'm going forwards, but I can't feel what the car is trying to do, which is very off-putting. This is a bit more grunt than the Honda. Oh, okay. And there's no hill on. I didn't realize there was actually an Irish language song in it. Let's just turn up the... So the volume I want up. No, it's the tone. I do want the volume up as well. Let's just bring it up to 50%. And restart the session. Let's see how this feels. Still feels super light. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so light means I don't have grip, heavy means I do. Good. Yeah, that's much better now. You'll probably see me fiddling with the force feedback a lot throughout this. Just because I kind of want to get a feel for the cars, and some of them have odd force feedback. Like this just has very heavy force feedback that doesn't provide me a lot of information. Well, maybe it does. Just gonna hit this curb. Not a lot of information coming from that. By the way, if you're wondering how the hell I'm shifting, or how I figure out when to shift, it's by sound mainly. Especially on the way up. On the way down, it's basically best guess. There we go. Come on, get spun in, there we go. I was getting bored of the dash being grey, so I made it blue. Also have the arrow. No, we won't have the arrow wiper on because that's hideously distracting. Ah! This thing understeers way more than I think. I'm actually underestimating the understeer at high speed. Yeah, wow, that's a lot of understeered speed. I'm struggling to understand this car. Sometimes it does... Sometimes it just wants to oversteer, sometimes it just wants to understeer. Like there, it just wants to oversteer. And there, very much so, holy cow. But then, sometimes it just wants to oversteer. Have I lost YouTube chat, by the way? I'm not sure. Could Yanis or whoever's watching on YouTube, could you just throw a message into chat? Because I'm not entirely sure if I have chat running through Restream at the moment. Maybe the YouTube chat is dead. Possibly. Have you been talking there, Yanis? I mean, that's the main decider for me if it's broken or not. Is if you've been chatting in there and I've not been seeing it. Nothing recent's popped up. Good. I'll have to fix that after this lap. Whichever way this lap ends up. Restream chat is broken. I'm aware. Use Twitch to chat for now. And I'll fix Restream chat in a second. It'll be after this lap. Whichever way this lap goes, next time I need to hit the pause menu. Yeah, it's the fact that it randomly snaps from understeer to oversteer at certain speeds is what's confusing me. Twitch chat is working, Farm Boy. Took that way too tight and we lost way too much time. Yeah, thanks, Eli. I'll be fixing it basically as soon as I'm done with this lap, so it's not going to be something that you guys will have to deal with for the rest of the stream. We're just the next couple of minutes. Hopefully the next couple of minutes. Traction control on this is way too aggressive. Oh my god. That was a terrible idea. Tried to fix it going down the dodging and ended up just losing tons of speed. But we're going to take this lap time as is. Fix and drive is not a good plan. Yes, I learned that the hard way. But that was what? 7, 15.19. Right, now to fix everything. Reconnect to YouTube, please. It may or may not work. Oh, there we go. Simulate. Hello. There we go, we're working again. I fix the jet. Why I know use head track? Because it's not comfortable. Does this come in pink? Oh, this comes in hideous colors. Yes. No, that's the NSX. No, I want hideous colored GT4 Aston Martin. There we go. Select. Start. I can't remember if GT4 has flappy paddle or H pattern. Astra VXR. There's no Astra in this game. Start. Hey, flappy paddles. To be over, yeah. The problem with mine is literally the track itself is uncomfortable. Like that's the biggest issue. Yeah, I've got the hats in. There's my problem. Do I have the wired one? I've got the wireless hat, but it is hideously uncomfortable. Blue. I wouldn't have an issue with that, Sim. Wait, isn't yours broken? I think it was more expensive than the Pro. What I didn't realize was the hat came in one size and it's apparently made for children. Or people that don't have hideously huge heads, one of the two. Oh, it was in third gear. That would explain when the car was bogging down. Ah, it was just the battery cover? Oh yeah, that's fine then. I don't know if it's coming across on the stream, but this thing is actually surprisingly difficult to drive. It, again, just wants to slide all the time. Some of the behaviour is a bit odd. By a bit odd, I mean it just wants to constantly do that. It just keeps wanting. I don't know why. It just wants to have a massive tank slapper. Volstrop, this is my comfort zone. It has force feedback. It's actually why I'm better at driving with this. I can feel what it's trying to do sometimes. And sometimes it just kind of does stuff without too much warning. Oh, Velcro came off yours? Can I suggest then just buying some like super glue or something? Or double-sided tape? There we go, tank slapper avoided. For literally one extra corner. I'd love to do this in VR, but I can't afford a VR headset. And I've got, my next purchase planned out already. It ain't VR. By the way, Sim, did you watch AEW yet? Because if you haven't, I'll give you a piece of valuable advice to save some time. Just skip the pre-show. Just go straight to the main show, because the pre-show was bad. All I'm gonna say, Sim, is Cody's a moron. It might have been gimmicked, but that's still an idiotic thing to do. Especially with the results he got. This thing does no grunt. Like this thing, where the IndyCar had all its power up at very high revs, this thing seems to have like tons of torque at low RPM, but the minute you get this thing up to anything resembling decently high RPM, it just kind of bogs. Just kind of stops. I'm not entirely sure why. I have no idea, Sim, but it's going to be comical after AEW showed off what Extreme Rules really are. The Moxley match was a Moxley match, I'll put it that way. Well, I would say that what's better than the other, Sim, is very subjective, because if you like the, I'm gonna say pacified PG WWE style, then you're gonna naturally find WWE better. If you prefer something a bit more raw and brutal, then, you know, AEW is the show for you. And for me, it's AEW that I think is the better style of show, for now at least. Who knows what's going to happen after the changes WWE made this week. It's actually going to be just as fast to go around starting your lap this way. Just to give you an idea of how close I actually was to the line. That was the Kleiner Carousel. Here's, I forgot the name of the corner. So Stephanie Macro. And that might change then with Heyman coming back. I'm really tempted to go into this and just shorten the gears down, because this, like, I'm not getting maximum speed out of it. Yeah, Fox want a wrestling show to be about the wrestling, which should be interesting to see how WWE copes with that, because they could just put on NXT but main roster and get away with it. I'm your background noise. Bad news! I've just been getting food, so I'm gonna end the stream. I guess we'll start next week with the Vantage GT4, which I genuinely thought we'd get further along than just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. genuinely thought in 2 hours we get more than 5 cars done. I'll do some practicing to try and figure out how the car wants to handle, but until then, until tomorrow, stay safe and goodbye.